What is going on, y'all? I know y'all like, what is tea? What is going on, y'all? Chest is out, tits are out. We got a couple of things to talk about. I was going to do a King of Reeds video. I was in the middle of recording it, but I said, you know what? Let's just do this live. I haven't done a King of Reeds video for y'all in a minute. And I'm just like, girl, let me just go ahead and we're doing live. So I miss you all so much. Come on in, grab your drink and your bot and your boost. Went in Gushy. Hey, get a bucket and a mop. Hey, and Gushy. Yes. So we have a lot to discuss because the last time I did a King of Reeds video was when the last time I did a King of Reeds video? Can somebody tell me? I think it was like Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Not this past Tuesday, but the Tuesday of last week. What's the tea? Come on. I want everybody to shake it. Shake it. I want everybody to shake their chest. Shake it out. Shake it out. What's funny is one of my friends told me about this guy that two of his friends that watch me felt like I was giving like auntie vibes. Oh no, let me make sure. Oh my gosh, let me make sure she's good. No, what happened? What happened? What happened? Is she not plugged up? Oh my God, what's going on? Hold on, let me fix it. Now she went out, girl. Now she went out, honey. Let me fix it. Let's make sure. Oh no, girl, she better be working. She better be working. Oh no, she did not. I know she didn't. No, she did not. Let's see. Is she back? Okay, there you go. I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. Yes. This is fresh. She's new. So, yeah. What was I saying before I was rudely interrupted? What was I saying, y'all? I can't even remember. What was I saying? Oh, girl, it's not giving webcam. I didn't learn how to use the camera, and don't y'all see how good I look? Why did I not get in front of the camera and show y'all how sexy I look? Period, boo. So we got a couple things to talk about. We're gonna get a little heated. We got a little what's name. Since it's a Wednesday, you know, we're gonna grab some Casamigos, period. See, I don't like it being right in front of me. I don't like looking in front of me. I like it to be on the side of me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put her to the side. I'm gonna put her right here, and I'm gonna look at y'all. Is that better? I think I like it from the side, and I look at the camera, like look at the webcam and look at y'all comments. I want to be able to see what y'all saying. Yes, I miss y'all too. So we pour me a little drinky drink. Since it's Wednesday, we ain't doing no wasted Wednesday, but we're gonna give y'all some of the wasted Wednesday energy. Period. Thank you. Y'all love my hair. Somebody said I look good in all angles. You know, you're working on your angles. I love that for me. So let's talk about something. Let's go ahead and just warm it up a little bit. Are we excited about SWV and Escape doing the versus battle? I said I was not doing any more verses, girl. I'm not watching no more verses. Like, get it off the TV. I don't want to see it. But after, they said that SWV versus Escape, and then we're going to get some Earth, Wind, and Fire and some Isley Brothers. I'm like, girl, when I get through listening to this verses, my house is going to be clean. Okay, my whole house is going to be like clean. Y'all like my little chest out? Let me get y'all. I'm cute sometimes. Hosted by Steve Harvey. I don't know about it being hosted by Steve Harvey, y'all. I don't know how I feel about it being hosted by Steve Harvey. I don't know about that one. Versus has made me not excited. Versus had made me not excited for what they do anymore. I feel like it's lost a little bit, but I feel like, I do want to see SWV and I do want to see Escape. And I do want to see the Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire. I grew up in the band. Earth, Wind, and Fire playing it. Do you remember something in the September? Because y'all know I don't never know the words. Shout out to the folks who watched the Lil Nas X interview when I did not know the words to the song, one of my favorite songs on his album, on his EP. And I said, on me. Girl, I did not know. My favorite song on his EP is Kick It. That's my favorite song. But I could not think of the words because I was starstruck. But I was like, on me. Girl, I was like, what am I saying? Like, I'm watching this interview. Yeah. So, yes, let's talk about that a little bit. The Lil Nas X interview, you all watched it. Y'all was shook. Patreon folks was shook. Shout out to everybody who's following me on Patreon. They saw the video before everybody. Yes. How do we feel seeing that? Honestly, whenever I do things like this, big things like this, it is for y'all. It's still abolish celebrity over here. It's still eat the rich. I'm still anti-capitalist. Still all of these things. But I do enjoy, being able to do stuff that makes my supporters and make my folks feel like, oh my God, Justin has done a lot. Look at how influential he is. Look who's reaching out to him and doing all of these things. So whenever I do these things, it's to fulfill y'all. It's not to fulfill me because I'm just I'm an ordinary person. Just use me to educate yourself and all of those things and feel good. Like I want you to be able to watch me and engage my content and to just take away the stress and be educated on the things that are going on in the world. So yeah. And shout out to all the folks, especially, you know what? Shout out to the girls over at Lipstick Alley that keep me living and breathing. I promise you, for you to have somebody so shook about you and they can be writing about you at 2:30 in the morning, that is the power that has. The power to have a 200 and something page thread about somebody like that, influential, period. Like, yes. Like, girl, I had to go see what the girls were saying because I knew, once this interview dropped, I knew the girls was going to be talking and they was going to be saying some things. I knew the girls was going to be talking they ish. I knew they was going to be talking their stuff like, oh my God, da-da-da-da, because it's just like, I can never do enough. It's either my content ain't good, ain't nobody paying attention to me, I ain't doing something, to now I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and now it's too much. So it's just like, girl, I can't please y'all, and I'm not in the business to please y'all because I would just never win. I just won't. Girl, they do be pressed about me. Like, they do, because the girls counted me out. But what matters is that, all the people who reached out and said, to hear Lil Nas X say that he grew up watching me, they were a lot. They were shook by that. Oh, thank you all for the super chats. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about the shoes. Let me pull up a little bit. I don't want to mess up my stuff. Let's talk about the shoes a little bit. I'm trying to read the comments. I'm trying to look into the camera and stuff. Let's talk about the shoes because there's been a lot of talk about these alleged shoes that are pushing it too far. Now, I'm going to say this before I'm not even going to look at the comments. We shout out to Kim over at Fort Harriet, me, Angry Black Homo, Ugo, and Kim. We did a whole panel discussion about, Lil Nas X and his music video and all of the things, So the thing with the shoes, the folks feel like the shoes are pushing it too far. Like, this is way too much, and I'm just not interested. And I want people to realize, let me back and explain. So Lil Nas X has partnered with Mischief, and they have produced this quote unquote Satan shoe. The shoe is black and red. It's a Nike shoe. It was rumored to have, it was said to have a drop of human blood and all that other stuff, and and it had a little whatever gram on there. And the girl's like, oh my God, this is way too much. And my thing is, not going back, Nike is suing Mischief now because they like, oh girl, for all this pushback that's being talked about with this shoe. What Mischief does is they order, you can go on Nike's website and create your own shoe. Like, I have shoes. I have a Dragon Ball Z style shoe from an Air Force One. I have another shoe that's dressed like a Uchiha, like some Converse. Like you can do that. Like you can buy some shoes and you can do whatever. Like you can pay somebody to do it, or you can design them on your own, like on the website, and you can just add some stuff. So that's what happened. They ordered 666 shoes and they sold them. And they sold out within a minute. Nike is mad about it. They pressed about it because they don't want no bad press, period. And now everybody is out here saying things like, this is demonic, this is not it, blah, blah, blah. And my thing is, if a shoe causes you to be that pressed, then you're already trapped. You're already in hell. We are already living in a hell right now. A hell that promised us $2,000 checks that went from $2,000 to $1,400 checks. What was it? $1,600? How much were the checks? Because they ain't got one. And it took them 8 to 9 months to even give us this. And then after they gave us this measly $600 in December, after being almost a year in this pandemic, people have lost their jobs. Unemployment is running out. Unemployment is not enough. Y'all give these folks this $1,400 and then tell them like this is enough. When that's not enough to even pay these folks rent. It's not enough to pay. Like you're talking about 9 months of being in the pandemic. Like at this point, like almost a year in this pandemic, and y'all have only gave us a total of like what, almost $3,000. This is hell, where we are still paying rent with no money. Because at the end of the day, even if they're not evicting us, we still got to pay this debt off. This is the hell. We are already in this hell. So I'm very confused that people like stopping at the shoes and saying this is way too much. Well, we got kids in cages down in the border. We bombing other countries. Nike's out here paying pennies to folks to make these shoes, to make big profits. Corporations are not paying taxes. Schools don't have the infrastructure to even let kids go back to school because they don't have adequate ventilation. They don't have the schools are so small and so compact that they can't be 6 feet apart. We are already in hell. We are already there. So if somebody's selling a black and red shoe and calling it a Satan shoe, it's pissing you off. I hope you do the same thing when you vacuum your house with a dirt devil. I hope you're doing the same thing when you eat your devil eggs for Thanksgiving and all the other stuff. I hope like there's movies being made with all of this same imagery, all of these same things all the time. There's a whole character in the comic book called Hellboy. Like we have whole movies of a child being possessed by a demon. Like y'all can't be serious now. Y'all can't be serious. Like if something like that has a hold on you like that, you need to reevaluate your life. We are already in hell. Should nobody be out here working 40, 60 hours to be able to just struggle to barely make it? This isn't like, if that is what's pushing you and making you are so mad, then these folks already have a control of you. They already have, if you are that pressed and pissed off about a goddamn shoe that is black and red and have some imagery on it, you think this is the end of the world, and you see all of these other things that are going on in our world. Like, I want you all to think about the fact that we have been in this pandemic and the government has failed to protect us. The same government I owe back taxes to, the same one I'm making payments and stuff to, the same one you making payments to and paying, and they taking out your check, can't even make sure that the folks at the very bottom are able to get out of poverty. Like they just supposed to stick there. The very same folks who didn't even want to take up a vote for a $15 minimum wage increase, when people are saying we need at least $25 to $44 an hour for folks to just be good. This is the hell. I just wish that we had that much like energy to be out here holding our government officials accountable for these things instead of a shoe. Like the devil, like somebody just said, the devil is not your enemy. The federal government is. White supremacy is your enemy. That's your enemy. The same ones that's got a white police officer on trial right now for murder, and they're questioning and saying that he was doing his job. That is the devil. It's the devil that you do know, that you are used to. Not no devil in no black and red shoe. That's the devil. That's the devil, period. That's the one. The folks who are out here driving these police cars, the one that make you nervous when you drive and stopping at the red light, the one you feel uncomfortable with, when they pull up on the side of you, one of you freeze, because we all freeze when the police come behind us. We all scared when we drive and we speeding a little bit and they got the radar. That is the devil. That's the shit that's got you scared. You shouldn't be scared of somebody. You pay them to protect and serve you. What does that make? That don't make any sense. Why am I driving down the road and scared of these folks who I'm paying taxes for them to protect and serve me? I'm not paying taxes for no damn shoe. It's not coming out of my money. So why are you pressed about it? I have to really think about, I am really driving my car and scared that I might get in trouble for going 5 to 10 miles over the speed limit and possibly will die. I should not be terrified. That's the devil. So this imagery of this red person, this person in red paint and with horns and all of that, that's supposed to scare you, when reality, this shit should be scaring the fuck out of you, because it already does. But you're so used to it that it doesn't bother you. Period. So that's just my stuff. That's just how I feel. Who is that? Somebody said, let me be a mod. Oh, girl, I already know. Who asked to be a mod? Let me go ahead and get some moderators in here. There we go. Got you, boo. There you go. So, yeah, so that's my thoughts. And I don't feel any type of way about any of that at all. Like, why is it? Yeah, let me read James. I see you now, girl. There you go. Oh, somebody already got you. Hey, somebody getting fired. Okay, so what else do we want to talk about? I did a video about Saweetie and Quavo. I talked about that, and I went in, and I'm going to edit that and put it up as soon as this is done. But I want to get some of y'all live reactions of how y'all felt about seeing that. Now, let me tell you something. This is a safe space for folks who have experienced domestic violence and all those things. Do not want any Quavo defenders in there. Like, watching this video of Quavo doing that, that's a no for me. That's a no for me. Like, I watched that video at least 5 times in the video, and seeing him like swing her, like throw her against the thing, and then he is not even making sure she's okay. Like, you can tell that she's injured or she's shaken up. Like, even if he was trying to stop her from doing something, like at the very least, he could have had some care to say, hey, girl, like, are you all right? What's going on? Why are we doing this? He was standing over her and there was nothing. The only thing that he was worried about was that camera that was recording him, because he had knew at that point that he had messed up. But it wasn't the fact that his girlfriend, the one who's been parading around on Instagram and doing all this stuff, all the one he been, that icy so white, whatever the hell, and you not even concerned about this trophy girlfriend, because it just so happened you're another male rapper with a light-skinned girlfriend. Like, you didn't have no type of care about it. You didn't have no type of care about what she had going on. There was no audio for the video. It's giving very much Solange, Beyonce, and Jay-Z all over again. There is no audio, but you can tell there was somewhat of a conversation, but there's nothing but video. And apparently this happened in probably sometime in 2020. Now, keep in mind, just last month around Valentine's Day, Quavo and Saweetie was all on Instagram recording them, giving them each other gifts and all that other stuff. Celebrities get on my nerves with that, especially like these wannabe influencers. Like, they record every little thing They done spent $2 million on their girlfriend. Like, y'all ain't got no damn money. Y'all ain't got this type of money. Please stop. Please stop. They recording all this, doing all of these things, and da-da-da-da, and this and that. And it's just like, y'all are living in hell. Like, y'all, you promoting this life, this with this person, and come to find out it's hell. And it doesn't surprise me because you can cut and crop and edit whatever you want us to see. So it's just, oh girl, it's abolish couples goals for me, abolish relationship goals, black love, all of that. Shut up. Shut up. These folks are using that stuff and they in whole relationships with abusers. Like, I'm just not interested in it. I'm good. I'm good, love. Enjoy. Colorism plays a role into this because if Saweetie was dark skinned and fought back, she would have been called a monkey. She did fight back, and he still got something. I definitely agree with that. But child, colorism stopped a dark skinned woman for even being like seen by Quavo. So we ain't got to even worry about that because they ain't even seeing none of that because colorism stopped them at the dodo. So like, nothing like isn't it interesting that we can actually throw a rock at all the black male artists and hit an abuser? We got folks like R. Kelly. We got folks like Fabulous. You got folks like Suge Knight. You got folks like, I think Nas was accused of abuse. Like, all these male artists, like, you can throw a rock and hit Russell Simmons. Like, you can hit all of these folks who are celebrities, have resources and money. Dr. Dre, you can throw a rock and hit them, and then all this. Like, what does that say? What does that say about the culture? What does that say about like patriarchy? What does it say when all these men who are artists out here like are abusive and doing things like this? What does that say about like our culture and our world? Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So because she swung, that means because she swung, that means a man should hit her and some of y'all sick. Oh yeah, there's a lot of folks trying to blame her. She swung. But we don't even see the beginning of the video. We don't see the after the video. Like, we don't know what happened before. And what gets me, because men always do this when it comes to women, you know, why you didn't run? Why you didn't scream? Why you didn't stop him? Quavo was not in any danger. Saweetie would look like she was getting back on the elevator. Quavo could have just left. Quavo could have just left. He could have just left. The fact that he got on the elevator with her, swung her on the elevator, like, he could have just pushed her off and left. That man wanted control. It wasn't even about him defending himself. It was about him controlling her in that situation, because it's just like, you ain't gonna disrespect me like that. Could have walked off. I've been in a situation where somebody tried to fight me in the club, and I literally just walked off. I'm not gonna fight you, girl, for what? So I can get tased and maced in the club, girl. I got asthma. Why? Why would I do that? Why would I put myself in a situation like that? Why would I do that? Period. There's only one side to me, and that is the victim. There's only one side to me, and that's the victim. I don't care what there's only one side, and that's the victim. That's the only side I'm interested in listening to. Period. Hey, Victoria. So let's talk about, somebody said, what did Chet Hanks do? So let's talk about Chester Hanks. Let's talk about Chester Hanks, because that is his name. Chester Hanks is Tom Hanks' son, and I think Rita Wilson's son. And he has been immersing himself in black culture. Apparently he's been dating black women too. And he looks like he just fetishized black women. He shaved, he one of the white boys that shave his hair in a little buzz cut, do a little beard, get a little smoother tan, and like he can use his little jawline, and now people might confuse him to think he's black or something like that, or he's into stuff. He's been the guy talking in a Jamaican accent. They've been eating him up about that, all of the things. And so, girl, I forgot I live right next across the street from the fire department, and it's so annoying. Y'all call him Patois Pete. So Chester Hanks, him and his ex-girlfriend, I think her name is Kiana, they got into it, and he accused her of using his credit cards to pay her rent as she should. You're a white man, pay this black woman's bills, period. You want to fetishize? You want to see some? I need to see, make it rain, hey, make it rain, hey. I'm going to keep on and make it, period. You want to fetishize this black woman, then it's time to pay up. You want to fetishize? Pay up. Max, baby, I'm telling you, swipe it down. Swipe it down. If you want to fetishize a black woman as a white man, you got to pay to play, boo. You got to pay to play. You got to pay to play. You got to pay. You got to pay, period. So he's calling her out, saying all these things, into it with her, and I'm just like, there's no win. He like they got into it as a video. He put the phone on her, she slapped it. Next thing you know, he's got like a little blood on his forehead or something, and he's accusing her of pulling a knife out and all that. Somebody pull a knife out on me, and I feel like I'm in danger. I'm leaving. I'm not staying in the whole house. I don't understand why folks do that. Oh my God, they just put a knife on me. They 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 put a knife on me, and I'm still in a place where I'm in danger. It's not making sense again. I would have left. Girl, like, child, I literally have popped a bump and had blood come out. Like, shit, you is not in danger, white boy. You white walker, you ain't in danger like that. Get their head, get their bread, then leave. So now Chet Hanks is, and then keep in mind, he just early on social media, bro was talking about white boy summer. And I'm thinking to myself, we already had white boy summer when y'all was walking around here and them UPS shorts and them khakis and them tiki torches. That was white boy summer. And we don't need white boy summer, white boy fall, white boy spring. We already have a name for that. We already have a name for white boy summer, white boy this and that. It's called white supremacy. That's what it is. That's what it's called. White boy summer. We already have a name for that. We already have, what do we have behind door number 2? Why would we call it white boy summer? The very reason why you have hot girls, well, black girl summer and all the other stuff, because we know that white supremacy is the overall thing. So we changing it up. We letting y'all know, like, girl, we finna, like, why would we call it white boy summer? Are you crazy? We try to abolish all of y'all. Period. So I'm just not getting that. So Chet Hanks, all the girls were thirsting after him, and come to find out he's a whole abuser. I don't mind that girl popping him in the mouth. Get off of me. And then I'm listening to his lawyer respond with anti-black responses. Talking about something. There was a large man, a huge man with a gun. I wonder where we heard that before. I over here watching this trial, and you have lawyers saying the same thing. They felt scared and threatened by this big black man. It's the anti-blackness for me. It's the anti-fatness for me. All of these things. So I don't know. Everybody was thirsting after this white man with this chiseled chin. We really hate to see it. What else is it I want to talk about before my battery dies? We talked about that. We talked about Lil Nas shoes. Let's talk about Tina Turner and her documentary. Did we love it? Did we like it? Well, not that we love it, because it was triggering. So let me rephrase that. It was triggering. It was a lot. I haven't seen it yet. I didn't plan on watching it. I wasn't interested in watching it because I've heard so much stuff. But what do y'all think? Because Tina Turner said that everything that she's been through was not worth it. So how do we respond to this? As talented as this woman is, and she's saying everything she's been through, all the abuse and stuff that she's been through, was not worth it. Like, how do we respond to that? Queen Chelsea said the documentary was pretty good. It was good to me. Justin, have you watched Demi's documentary? I have not. When these celebrities documentaries come out, I don't watch them. They be a lie, girl. It be a lie. Like I can't do it. Oh my God, Raphael, my favorite Chicago daddy, is in here. We love Raphael. Raphael, no Warnock. I wish Raphael, I wish you were bisexual at the very least. But we get it. I'm gonna harass you. Well, you're not necessarily cishet. Like you're pansexual, something like that. What else is going on? I cried. It was triggering, but her comeback was amazing. Okay. The Tina doc was so traumatic. I didn't know she felt her mother didn't love her. I'm not really surprised. Pay this black woman bills, period. Y'all stupid. Yeah. I feel like her mother kind of sold her a little bit. Like sold her. I don't know. Like, I haven't watched the documentary, but just watching the movie and all the stories, like, oh my God, like, how do you respond to this when we see stories of these black women being, so talented, all of these things, and their mothers and their parents kind of pushed them on to be with this man, to be in a relationship with this man, and then this man ends up being toxic. Like they don't really know anything else about this man. Like, do you think that a child would be comfortable telling their parent, like, hey girl, I don't think this relationship is working out. It's not for me. Like he's not doing right, when the parent has been pushing for them to be like, girl, get married. He's a good man, Savannah, all of this stuff. Like, how does that work? Like, how does that work? Because you, at the end of the day, it seems like your mother or parent wants you to be in a relationship, no matter if it's a good one or not. Tina's mama is likely every black mama, auntie's grandma, pushing internalized patriarchy onto the next generation, regardless. Tina's the hell they've endured. Yeah, come on, Kristen, preach it. That's exactly what it is. Have you seen Charlie Hebdo newspaper with Queen Elizabeth? I haven't seen that. He's a good man, Savannah. Ain't that what homegirl said? But wasn't interested. She's like, okay, then why don't you marry her mama? And she had to call back and apologize. Baby, I'm not. Like, I think every once in a while we need to tell our parents off. Like every once in a while, I love my mom and dad, but sometimes I have to tell her, you're doing too much, girl. You're doing too much. I feel like every once in a while we have to tell our parents, hey girl, don't do you in my business. Don't do that. Like we have to let our parents know, like, girl, I am my own person. Like it's just like your mother and father should not be above reproach. Like I would tell my mom, like, hey girl, you out of line. Just because you're my mama don't mean you perfect, but you're perfect for me. But no, girl, like I appreciate you raising me and bringing me to the world, but I ain't asked to be in this shit. Like, but sometimes we need to tell our parents off. And that moment, like we feel like, and it reminds me of Candy a little bit, because Candy can never tell her mama when she's wrong. Baby, I have no problem letting my mama know, hey girl, you is wrong in this one, girl. This ain't it. Impressive channel is toxic. Her video is Nas is truly disturbing. I normally don't try to talk about other YouTubers on this channel, but this is like the second or third time I've seen of it. I'm like Impressive as just, I don't know. It's a no for me. I enjoy her content. I think she does really thorough research, but I see why she hides behind pictures and videos and why she don't show her face. I really see why she doesn't do that, because her opinions and takes be so trash, no well thought out. Like she does a good job researching stuff, but as far as like a thoughtful cost, like because anybody can go in online and read stories and talk about the tea, but her thinking is just not there. But I told you, I've been pointing that out when she was responding, how she was responding to Meg, and anytime a woman comes out and talk about abuse or something they experienced, she'd be the first one like siding with the man. So she honestly impressive is the mama that would be forcing Tina to be with a toxic man, and she'll probably be doing her children like that too. It just girl like in her indoctrination is terrible, and then she is anti-black. She gives me anti-black teas to the T, and I wanted to love other girl, Lovely T. It's just like they just give me just auntie energy, just bad auntie energy, just no thoughts, just no thought process, just vibes, and barely even that. Like it's just like, girl, I hope. Hold on, my God, angry black homo just text me. Hold, let me see what he's talking about. There's too many replies flying, so I just asked, have you seen China McClain's response to Lil Nas X? Who is China McClain? Who is that? Who is China McClain? I don't know who that is. Who? Yeah, her channel hasn't evolved at all. I started watching Lovely T2 Transphobe. Oh yeah. And I honestly met her at a YouTube Black about 2 years ago. But baby, when she did a video, like when the Zaya Wade story came out and she was being transphobic, her and Tasha K, it was a cut. I keep telling the girls, like, I don't mind, cool. I like all the peoples. But anti-blackness, transphobia, misogyny, it's just where I draw the line. It's a no for me. I don't want to be on your platform. I don't want to be associated with you. You out here, I don't want to be associated with that bad energy. Like, girl, no ma'am. That's a mess. So who is China McClain? Let me look up China McClain, girl. Like I ain't got no whole phone. Who is China McClain? Oh, girl. The girl. China McClain is the girl from, what is she in? She was in Black Lightning. Somebody said that's why she turned into a pile of dust on Black Lightning. So yes, I have seen China McClain's like video talking about Lil Nas X and all that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it up because sis made no sense. It's funny because folks be talking with their hands and you be thinking they saying, and they ain't saying a damn thing. So let me pull it up because they was eating her ass up. I saw the video. Okay, let me see. Okay, here's the video. Let me play it.
There's a lot of confusion about the way God is represented by people versus who he actually is. Comments like the one on top of Lil Nas.
Girl, first of all, let me go ahead and drag. The fact that you out here giving God a gender lets me know that you don't even have the mental capacity to be able to understand who God is. Like, honestly, when folks start talking like this, y'all might as well be cave people. Y'all might as well be living in a cave because y'all thought process is thinking that the world is just it. Like, that's nothing. Like, if we jump off of here, we're gonna float into nothing. Like, like the fact that you are calling God a he, this primitive ass thinking, like he. Like, I can't take anybody serious that really thinks like this all-powerful being, this all-knowing, all-powerful being, you are giving it a gender on this small-ass planet. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But I guess, when you read the book that was written 1,000 years by man and no woman, and been redacted and resubscribed and all of these things. Let's listen to it, girl. I'm gonna listen to it.
This video, they often turn into back and forth conversations about religion. Christians against the gay community or Christians against everyone else. When it's really not about Christianity or religion at all. The truth is that God exists. I don't believe in God because of.
Let's stop because I just seen a comment. Somebody said God references himself as he is the Heavenly Father. Did he come down and say that, or are we reading that from a book that somebody said that he said that? That's my question. Did he tell us that? Because I'm not. If all you have is a book, all you have is a book that somebody said it was written 1,000 years ago, then bitch, we might as well be in Wal Maria. Okay, if that's all you got for me is a book that was written 1,000 years ago, that this is why you ain't got nothing else than that. It's not good enough for me, mommy. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good enough for me, mommy. It's not good enough for me, mommy. Girl, that's all you got to your reference point is a book that was written 1,000 years or whatever years ago. Like, girl, like, come on, sis. Like, no, it's Heavenly Father. Girl, these same folks thought God in heaven was in the clouds. We're still out here producing content and creative stuff around heaven being in these clouds when we know that outside the clouds ain't nothing but it's a vacuum of space. So why are we still saying God is in the clouds? The fact that we out here still having pictures with God being in the clouds makes no sense, which means that we don't have the mental capacity to be able to understand what God is and what they want. So to subscribe it to a gender and say that heaven is in this, heaven is of the sky and the blue, there's not shit in the clouds. So is that where they at? So they're just in the clouds. We know there's not shit past the clouds. So that's it. They just on Earth. It doesn't make any sense. So you're not gonna tell me that we have the mental capacity to be able to understand what God is, to be able to subscribe and write what we think God wants. It sounds like manipulation and control to me. Girl, it's just
I know God. We have a relationship. Like I have a relationship with my mom, dad, my sisters, my brother.
That girl said, like, I have a relationship with my mom, dad, and brother. Okay, just like you have your brother and your mom, dad, in your videos and your pictures, can you have them in there too? Because I need to be able to see it. I need to be able to feel it. I have 5 senses. Most of us have 5 senses, or some of these senses: smell, touch, hear, see, all of these things. So can you make this being show itself? Since it's all powerful, it's all knowing, can it just show itself and just talk to us? Since you know them, can we do that? Can we do that? I just have questions, and I don't care about nobody. Like,
So when God is represented badly by a Christian or by someone that's been hurt by a Christian, it really makes me
girl,
sad.
the whole world has been hurt by Christianity and white supremacy. So what are you talking about? People have taken this book and started world wars from it. People have been persecuted. People are being locked up. People are being burned at the stake. Huh? Girl, she's sitting here talking in this dementor ass hoodie. And I'm just like,
That's not who he is. And that behavior also drives so many people away from getting to know him. God is loving. He's kind.
no, he's not. I'm going to tell you that. No, he's not. By definition, how y'all speaking, how I'm looking, God wants us to fear him. God wants us to, the whole point of not going to hell, the whole point of hell, like being at place, is to be scared of it. Like fire and brimstone for eternity, something that we can't imagine forever. That is scary as hell. It's not teaching us these things that we should not do because they're harmful for folks. We want to respect folks because, girl, you're going to burn in hell. That's the thing that people have been run. Like, you're going to burn in hell. Like, I don't want to burn. Like, I don't even know if this place exists, but I don't want to go there. Whew, girl. It's just, God is all loving. I'm finna really shake the girls up. I really don't care. Any being that will literally let us sit in slavery for X amount of years in oppression and all of these things and let stuff like George Floyd exist, it's not all loving. You can't tell me. If something has power like that to stop that and doesn't, that's not all loving. And if it's a situation where we can't understand why they're doing that, then I have no understanding of what God is, and I cannot prescribe it a gender and all of these things. I don't know what the hell this being, this thing wants. If I can't understand why God would allow a situation like this to happen on my TV and see Black folks experience all this pain and this trauma for X number of years, then maybe I don't need to, like, if I can't understand that, I can't conceptualize that, then how the hell do I understand this thing to be able to draw what it looks like and subscribe a gender? My mind ain't progressed, ain't evolved enough to be able to understand. I don't think we're evolved enough to understand. Like, we are not even able to tap into the power of the sun. We're not even able to leave this planet successfully. I don't know. I just don't get it.
He's compassionate, he's forgiving, but nobody's gonna know that unless they take the time to get to know him. Not the way that it.
Girl, I want China McClain. I just want her to shut the hell up. I want her to go back to doing the cute Earth skits, go back to playing with the plants and stuff. I want her to go back and do the funny content. Girl, stay away because you ain't got the range. You ain't got the range. She get over here with her mental hoodie talking this shit. Oh, girl. Ooh, that's a mess. Okay, I keep seeing a comment about Lil Nas X old tweets. I have not seen all of them. I have heard about them. There's been a conversation about Lil Nas X and said tweets for a minute now. Like, he used to run an account. He used to do these things. He used to say these problematic things and da-da-da-da. I think that Lil Nas X will eventually, I'm hoping, if all of these things are true, that he does have a conversation about these. Like, he has some work to do. He was a troubled teenager, going through some things, and saying some stuff. So, like, yeah, if these tweets are real and he did say these things, that he needs to be held accountable. He needs to apologize for that, and that's just that on that. But I think a lot of people who are bringing up the tweets and stuff and having a conversation about these tweets and da-da-da-da, a lot of y'all are not doing, a lot of folks are not doing it in good faith. Y'all really don't care about folks getting an apology. It's just that you're not here for what's being did in the video and all these other things. It's not. It's the problem. It's not even about the problem more. It's about the person. And I'm more focused on the problem. So yes, I do think if these tweets are true and he did post them, he needs to apologize for. Like I told y'all, I have said some problematic things, said some trash stuff on videos before, and had to do some unlearning and some unpacking with myself. Videos that I won't delete because I want people to know where I come from. But that is something that Lil Nas has to work out, and he needs to work on. Like that, and that's just on period. I just don't think it's in good faith for folks to seem like it's just, girl. I think he's already kind of talked about this a little bit. So it's just like, girl, okay, okay, yeah. You see, I don't know. Like, these be the same folks who be out here saying this and then turn around and don't have no issues with Joe Biden bombing Syria. It's just, girl, okay, okay. Matter of fact, my moderator, please, anytime somebody else say something about Lil Nas X in the tweet, please just remove them. I'm tired. Michael Shakur, what's going on, guy? What else is there to talk about? My battery on. I got one more button. Congratulations on Cardi B getting the #1 for her up. Congratulations to her. I think Call Me By Your Name will be #1 next week. I think it's coming. Oh, I want to talk about a little bit of Dwayne Wade in that interview that Dwayne Wade did. And he was talking about that he, kind of responded to the stuff that Boosie was saying and was just saying that he is glad that this is a teaching moment. And I want somebody to tell Dwayne Wade that his daughter is not a science fair project. She is not writing an essay about her existence for bigots to be able to digest and read. She's a 12-year-old child, and that's that. Like I've said this before. I don't know if I've said this publicly, but I will say this now. If Zaya Wade was, if that was his cis daughter, if that was his cis daughter, and a man, a grown ass man, was picking his daughter apart like that, he would have been going off, and everybody else would have been eating him up. But the fact that y'all don't, let's go again, if people don't care about kids, that is a 12-year-old at the end of the day. Y'all got whole grown men on podcasts. Shout out to Waka Flocka out here having a conversation about cutting genitalia off. And it's just like conversations not even had. I'm pretty sure they're not even having that with their 12-year-old. And even if they are, that is their body. They can do what they want. Like we out here mad that we want to get the, like folks got to get the vaccine and all this other stuff. It's my body, my choice. And then when it comes to a 12-year-old, they don't have any type of autonomy over their body. That is Zaya Wade's body. She can do whatever she wants to with it at 12 years old. That is not your job to be having a conversation about this 12-year-old. I'm just not here for it. So I just don't get it. What's going on now? You know what? I don't blame Dwayne Wade because I ultimately want to put the blame on the biggest and stuff who be responding, but I do think that Dwayne Wade can do a better job of protecting his child, especially online. It's too much. It's too much. Zaya is not. She's just not a science fair project. Like I don't want, like that's not her job to be teaching grown men and grown women. Fox Soul, I can't wait till Fox Soul cut this $500 check. I can't wait till Fox Soul ends the $500 checks they're giving to the folks over at Fox Soul. Claudia Jordan, your ass don't have the damn range, which is why you ain't on nobody's real damn show. You on front of a webcam talking like everybody else. Who else? Vivica Fox, we've been called you out for your ignorant comments. It's just like y'all grown women sitting here talking about this girl. It's just y'all need to do better. I can't. The Fox Soul, they make my inside of my ass itch, literally. Yeah, so that's that. I think that's about it that I want to cover today. I had a couple of other things, but I want to give y'all something cute, something fun for the summertime. Something cute, fun for the summertime. Yeah, I think Zaya should tell her story when she's ready. But I think it's up to a parent to protect their child. Got to protect your child. Like Zaya's living her life out at 12, 13 years old in the public. Baby, I was gay and hiding, like doing stuff. I can't imagine in the public responding to all of that. That will take a toll on me mentally. I honestly would not interview Zaya on my channel, to be honest. I would talk to her when she's a little bit older, but not right now. Not at 12, not at 13. Absolutely not. I don't want to put her, because some unfortunately, some of the people who watch me are very transphobic to the point I have to turn comments off. So I wouldn't want to put her to that. So people can start talking about her and all of these other things. No, man, that's way too much. Absolutely not. Like I have to turn the comments off when I'm even doing videos discussing transness. So I would not put like a trans child in front of the camera and talk like, no, ma'am. It'll be I will put them in the direction of some trans folks who are influential to me and have a conversation with them in private, but not public. Oh, no, ma'am. I think a lot of folks are deeply transphobic, period. Like if that's just what it is. I don't think it's necessarily my followers, because even when I was in Fort Harriet stuff, you had folks like it just happens. It just happens. So I don't think it's necessarily my follower. I think it's just the world is transphobic, just like they're anti-fat, anti-black, and all these other things. So I don't think it's just like Justin's folks. I think it's just everybody. Like it's too much, because all these people, like folks subscribe to me not because they love me. They subscribe to me because I'm talking about stuff. So just because I have 180,000, 170,000 people subscribe to my YouTube, doesn't mean 180 of them like me. It might be 110 that probably like me. 100 and not even 110,000, but 110 people who are ready to receive some of the things I say. All right, that is it. I love y'all so much. I'm gonna go ahead and edit my Quavo and Saweetie video for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed me on this 31st of the month, this March. Got a lot of other things going on. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to me on Patreon. I got some content I need to be trying to do, but this week has been so tiring for me. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I have been worn out this week. I have been planning for this interview with Lil Nas X for almost I think it wasn't last Thursday. Was it last Thursday? No, it was earlier this month. Yeah, it was longer than that. Yeah, it was longer than that because he had reached out to me like a week before last and said he was coming to Atlanta. And I thought he was coming to Atlanta. I thought he was going to do it in person. Then that didn't happen. And then we set the interview up for this past Thursday. So I've been working on that. And I've also been working on some other stuff with me. I'm in the process of getting home. And trying to get everything arranged and stuff with that. So that's been taking a little bit of a mental toll on me with, all the stuff that goes into it, making sure you got these documents, making sure you're doing all this and that. It's a lot. So I've been on phone calls, doing this and that, trying to set up everything. It has been a lot, and I've just been overwhelmed. So I apologize for not having this content up as fast as I normally do. Normally I have content up Tuesday and Thursday. I haven't even done my Housewives of Atlanta review. So y'all, please forgive me. Treat me like YT. Hey, don't leave me on. Hey, treat me like, hey, I like that song. Treat me like YT. Hey, I'm going to listen to that. Treat me like YT. Y'all like that song? Do y'all like that song? Treat me like YT. Hey, I want to twerk to it a little bit. Or bang, bang, bang. Treat me like YT. Hey. So yes. So y'all look at y'all. Hey, Sinead said that's my period. I love that song. Matter of fact, twerk on me. Hey, twerk on me. Hey. Oh yeah, they girl, they will call me a capitalist for owning a home. I'm just like, girl, I don't own multiple homes. I want one because I'm still paying rent at some place. Like, girl, Labuto said, "Who wants to see you twerk?" Labuto, you being gay, bro. You being gay. Do y'all have any questions for me? Y'all have any questions for the Grand Dame? Oh, thank you, Lady God 32. Appreciate that, boo. I am 33. I'll be 34 in August. So, for those who are interested in purchasing a home, I'm trying to ask, okay, let me ask some questions. There's two things I want to do. For the folks who are interested in purchasing a home, would y'all like for me to do a video discussing my process and all of that and all the stuff I've been through once everything is finalized, if everything goes good? Would y'all like to see a video like that? Let me know. Secondly, I want to do a live watch party for Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. But it's going to be given virtual live. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is it's going to be opened up to the patrons. And then I want to say for the folks who are not patrons, you know what? Yeah, it's going to be for the patrons, period. It's going to be for the patrons. Because I was going to do it where I sell tickets, all that. So, yeah, that is something I will do. The watch party, I'm going to do a virtual watch party for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13 reunion, all three of them. And it's going to be exclusively on Patreon, period. And that's just that. It's going to be on Patreon because you can go live on Patreon. And I finally got the stuff to do it on Miss Patreon, girl. Y'all see how I look? So I finally, thanks to Jules and some other folks, I'm able to make sure that the quality of the content looks good. Because I was like, girl, I want to look good while I'm in front of the camera. Period. A lot of people think they can't afford a home. A lot of folks can't afford a home. Honestly, it's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot. So yes, I love y'all so much. I'm gonna have something ready for y'all tomorrow. And for my folks who are on Patreon, I got some work to put out for y'all this week. And girl, I apologize for the last 2 weeks, girl. It's been, but we did a sitting. Me and Juicy did a nice video together that's on Patreon. It was really, really good. Like, we did good. So I love y'all. Oh, thank y'all all for the super chats. We ended it at 1 hour. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.